don't know if DPS is different than DP. But the cable innovator is is a ship operated by Global Marine, which hangs out in the Victoria, Port Angeles area, and is like a standby on-call ship for the telecommunications industry. So whenever any of these trans-Pacific telecommunication cables fail, they can quickly be called out to service one of these cables. And so we're part of that, I don't know what you call it, like telecommunications club. And so that allows us to call the cable innovator out to help us out when we need it, like laying cable.
When I was doing a bit of research into what we're doing for the cable lay, Megan sent me this insane map of the telecommunication cables around the world, like laid throughout the ocean, and it was so bonkers how many cables there are on the seafloor.
Yeah, it's kind of scary.
Yeah, I mean that's how we have Wi-Fi and all of the luxuries.
Got to get people their cat videos. Give the people what they want.
Yeah. The Instagram algorithm has been giving me a lot of dog videos. That's all that's popping up.
My friend did an experiment for a little while on Instagram to see if she could get her feed to be all cat videos, and she did it, and it didn't take as long as she thought it would.
The algorithm's crazy that way.
Anna, you're so quiet for me. Can you turn yourself up in my ear?
Yeah, I sure can. Wow, I'm honored that you want to hear my words.
Well, I know. When we're down in the mess, I need you to turn yourself down.
Whoa!
AJ is spicy tonight.
Nice.
It's only because she wants to talk about my toes.
Okay,
Oh,
all right.
gosh.
It sounds like you want to talk about your toes.
It does. You're bringing all of this up, AJ. We're trying to be professional on the mic.
This is the late night show. There's no need for that.
We need Doug here for his conspiracies for this late night show.
Oh, we had a great conspiracy yesterday. This is a good one. So this was on our MTC Conspiracy Theories chat. So one of our colleagues back home, Albert, was looking at the Nautilus Live page, and he made a comment that everyone from ONC, Marine Technology Center, so all of us engineers and technologists, on the Nautilus Live page were listed as science/data team, except Peter. Peter, our junior project engineer, has listed himself as engineering rigor.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what's the
Which is pretty
conspiracy?
Oh, I don't know.
Peter runs everything.
I mean,
Yeah.
my first impression of Peter was when we were doing our demonstration of the immersion suits, and the captain was saying, oh, it's a tradition that the youngest person on board has to try on the immersion suit as a demonstration for everyone. And he had this huge knife on his belt. Does anyone remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah, and the captain even, like, when Peter took it off so he could, like, try on the immersion suit, the captain, this, like, tall Russian guy, like, looked at it and he was like, whoa. So, yeah, Peter, I feel like he's got some secrets.
He's a stoic guy.
He's quiet.
Yeah.
Peter's first co-op term for us, we were refurbishing our buoy profiling system. So we had this big yellow buoy in the yard, and we were, having it like sandblasted and painted and welded. And it was like nearing the end of that project, and so there's just like a ton of painting to do in the hot sun. And so poor Peter landed a co-op with us like in the summer months, and I think he was just out there painting every day. And then when he applied for another co-op, which surprised me, I guess, I was like, oh man, we should really give it to Peter, poor guy.
Yeah, oh, his painting persistence paid off.
His painting, hard work.
Oh, yeah. Peter's painting persistence. Sorry, I couldn't help it.
It's like a good small business name.
Yeah.
Peter had a photo op with one of our ministers when we did the MTC open house.
Yeah.
I felt a little bit bad because I feel like the minister kind of strong-armed him into that photo a little bit.
Yeah, that was
Why?
like just
Yeah.
bad timing, weird timing.
Weird, a little bit of weird timing. This
Yeah.
is the Minister of like basically jobs and employment in BC.
Jedi.
Yeah, and Peter was, I think, still a co-op student at that point. So she talked at length about employment for our youths,
Oh,
BC youth. So
yeah.
he got pulled in.
She's like, and here's one right now.
A little
A
bit,
hard-working youth.
a little bit.
Oh.
And all this to say we have some great people at ONC.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's good that you guys actually hire your interns after they've interned for you. I feel like OET does that as well, which is awesome. You don't always hear about that happening. Usually it's like, aha, interns free labor, and then like, see ya never. But yeah, it sounds like ONC and OET, if you intern for them and do a good job, persistently paint or do whatever jobs need to be done, then yeah, it could be a good thing.
Yeah, we definitely. I mean, being affiliated with under the University of Victoria umbrella, I think there's a lot of ways that the partnership works out really well, and one of those ways is that we, hire a lot of co-ops and use it as an opportunity to educate the the engineering students in their way through, and it also gives us a lot of opportunity to see a lot of young hardworking people come into our workplace trying to make a difference and being really enthusiastic about what we do, and it's nice being able to use that as a pipeline to then hire up staff.
Yeah.
It's good to have a nice, good, positive workplace. It keeps everyone encouraged and happy, and innovation does not suffer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did anyone have any crazy internship stories? Of course, no need to share the names of these places, but
I don't know, I feel like I was more of a wage slave than I was an intern. 'Cause
Oh,
technically I didn't
yeah.
have the intern title, but I did all of the intern work. Yeah. A lot of kind of raking through sediment and looking at oyster shells, counting oyster spats. Not great for my eyesight in the long run, but it was experience.
Oh, I also did an oyster-related internship.
Oysters, man.
Yeah.
What did you do for your oyster internship?
I actually worked for an artist who made submersible oyster reef sculptures. So she would basically like create a structure that would become a submerged oyster reef, and she would, like, before it was submerged, she'd display it in a gallery, and then she would seed it with larval oysters and then submerge the sculpture in polluted waters, and then the oysters growing on the structure would clean the water that they were living in. So it was pretty cool, but just gonna say she was a little bit of a handful, but I mean,
Artists.
creative geniuses, man. Like, they've gotta have everything just so.
Yeah. The particular oyster species that I had the opportunity to work with is actually really cool. It's one of the only native oyster species on our coast, and they're called Olympia oysters, and they're very, very tiny little guys. And once they hit maturity, they start their life out as males, and then so they produce sperm, and then every year after that they switch to producing eggs, producing sperm, so it alternates year to year.
Whoa.
Yeah, and
what if humans could do that?
I don't know. I feel like the world might be a little nicer place if we can do that. I'm not sure if I was allowed to say that.
Yeah, okay. Anyway,
but these oysters are endangered because during the gold rush era, when people were coming up the Pacific Northwest coast to pan for gold, that was what they what they ate. So there are still vintage newspaper clippings of oyster saloons.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a really cool history.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of oyster history in New York City as well. Like when it was, in the early days, it was just the East River was just full of oysters, and they were just like all over the streets and everything, or the shells were all over the streets. But yeah, that water is in a little bit of a different condition now, but thankfully there are a lot of efforts to, clean it up and rewild it, and so it's nice to see that happening.
Yeah. I'm very impressed with Victoria's efforts in land stewardship, essentially, like stream restoration, ecosystem restoration work. It's a lot of work.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I got a question in the chat here. How does the cable ship lower the mud mat? Does it take as long as Herc to get from the surface to the seafloor? And how do we avoid getting our cables tangled with it when we're both in the same area?
Yeah, really great questions. The cable innovators, like linear, I think it's called like a linear pull engine that they use to deploy these big telecom cables. It goes very slow. It's extremely accurate. It has really excellent tension readouts, and it plugs into their software.
He didn't respond,
But
but he did. I think he saw it. Might want to try to. I can go see if I can go find him if you want, or. Yeah, I'm not doing much right now. I can go see if I can find him.
we've got folks downstairs that can go.
Okay.
Would you like me to send them? Would you like me to send some folks we've got? All right, I'll text Doug.
Oh, there's a swimming sea cucumber.
Oh, I see it in the corner.
The bottom left. Oh, it's gone. Oh well.
So we're excited. There was a sea cucumber in the bottom right corner of the Hercules camera swimming.
I have heard that on the stream, yes. We're 30 minutes out. Sure does. The cable lay engine, yeah, it goes really slow. I'm not sure exactly how slow, but I think it goes slower than Hercules does to get to the bottom. Or at least it's the same order of magnitude, so it'll be roughly the same amount of time. And to prevent cables from entangling, that's something that we have to pay very close attention to. So we've got beacons on Hercules, we have beacons on Atalanta. We have a beacon on Hercules that the cable innovator can access. So we put a second one on there that will allow them to interrogate so that they can know Hercules' position. We're going to have beacons on the equipment that they're lowering, so we'll know where their package is in the water. And the two captains will be in radio communication with one another. And, given the way that the ships behave, the captains know the ships the best, and they'll position the two ships at a distance that's safe, while still hopefully allowing Hercules to be able to stretch out as far as it can to do a visual inspection of the package. And wherever possible, we have the cable innovator put stuff on the seafloor and then move off station so that then Hercules can move onto the package to do its inspection. Given the nature of the operation, that's not always possible, so sometimes we do have to have Hercules kind of stretching out the tether to Atalanta so that we can do these visual inspections while the packages are still in the water column. But we try to minimize that as much as possible because that's really where that risk of entanglement exists. So once the cable innovator is able to deploy the package and move off station, then we can come in and inspect, and doing that keeps the vessels and all of their wires at a safe distance from one another. there's been a lot of planning that's gone into this operation in order to try to figure out where those risks exist, and then communicate those risks with the captains and the ROV operators so that everyone is aware and can be watching their beacons and sea states to make sure that these things can be performed safely.
So in the case of cable entanglement, how do we deal with that
Oof.
kind of situation?
I don't know, I'll kick that over to ROV. We try really hard not to get there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hope it doesn't happen.
Hope it doesn't happen.
Short answer.
Been entangled in fishing gear before. That was
Oh
fun.
dear.
Yeah, what do you do?
Try to cut it free.
Ah.
Do you guys,
or like sometimes you can fly out of it, but most of the time you have to come up to it and cut it free, or if it's fishing gear.
does the ROV always have a knife on it?
Yes, multiple.
Okay, cool. How many knives at a time does Herc have on it?
Usually like 2 to 3, but if we're doing ONC operations, we usually have like 3 or 4, like a little bit more.
Whoa.
Because we're
different
stabbing
spots.
stuff and cutting stuff.
You have the stabby knife, the sawing
Yeah.
knife.
So we keep them in different spots, so in case we get wrapped around something, or we can grab a knife from any direction, pretty much.
Wow. I just imagined like an action hero with like little knife holsters everywhere.
So ONC just released we do story maps to summarize our annual expeditions, and we've been taking those story maps and turning them into something that teachers can use in the classroom for kindergarten and grade 12s. And part of this new story map is a little ROV named CH2O. C as in SEA, not C, the letter, because we're not trying to put formaldehyde into the ocean. But CH2O now should get a knife, I think. I'm going to go talk to our graphic designer about this.
That's a great idea. Oh, I want to see CH2O.
Yeah, it's on our Instagram.
All
Shameless plug, Ocean Networks _networks on Instagram.
Amazing.
I think it's also on our website, no?
We do have, the story map is on the website, so if you go to our website, you can find it under stories. Yeah, it's a nice recap of what we do on the 3 weeks that we're out at sea. Before it's written in a grade 8 reading level. Our Ocean Networks Canada's communication team has put a lot of effort in the last 2 years to revamp our public-facing content to meet accessibility standards. So we're still working on it. It's a bit of a slower process, but that's something that we hold very near and dear to our hearts, making sure everything that we do is accessible across the board.
Yeah, your Instagram looks great. Wow, some of my family members are following you guys.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
Even
Thanks for-
my family members don't follow
Oh.
my work stuff.
I don't know what to say about that.
And everyone on board the Nautilus makes my job really easy, coming from a communications perspective.
I just looked at this post.
Oh, you just saw the Doug post?
wait, let me see.
So for our viewers, if you're not on Instagram, our very wonderful Doug, what's his official title?
Our Doug, project engineer.
Project engineer Doug was a very good sport and posed for a photo with one of our autonomous sediment traps before deployment with our toilet brush of science.
He looks so happy.
for those of you on the sat feed. I'm holding it up here. On the I don't know if it's in focus, but there he is.
Thanks, Anna.
Yeah. Oh, good for him.
Yeah, so if we're not diving and you're kind of itching for some science stories and want to keep up with what we're doing when we're not diving, across our social media, that's where I share what's going on the ship over the stories, over tweets. And I also spend a lot of our downtime talking to our experts, trying to figure out what we're doing next or what we are currently doing with any of the autonomous deployments. And we're going to be doing recaps of the last couple of dives as well. And you can catch all of that on our social media. Or you can wait 3 weeks, or I guess 2 weeks now, till the expedition is over, and we'll have a story map.
Something here.
Yeah, that should be the node. AJ, did you ever get a response from
Doug is
your
on
team?
it. Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, no more worries. Doug's on it.
Of course Doug's on it.
Doug is on it.
He is very reliable.
I didn't even have to send him a message. He's just listening. I got a response 1 minute later, or 1 minute ago. Woke him up.
That's great.
Wakey, wakey, Mike. Mike has to have like one of the most erratic sleep schedules.
But he's still so good. Like, he's so like in a good mood all the time.
He's always in a good mood,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I've never seen him bummed out.
No.
It's probably because he grew up in Hawaii.
Yeah, but like if you grew up in Hawaii and then you weren't in like Hawaii anymore, wouldn't you be like always grumpy?
Oh, that's a good point.
No comment.
Right, Danny, who currently lives in Hawaii.
I really like seeing our infrastructure kind of show up on the camera. It's very mysterious.
Yeah.
I'm gonna send the Instagram feed to my mom. She loves.
Yeah.
She's like obsessed with the Instagram now.
Oh, does she
Oh, that makes
post
me
or does
so
she just
happy.
watch?
She just uses it for recipes. She's
Oh.
always doing recipes.
There are a lot of good ones. Has she made any that are from Instagram that you've enjoyed?
Has she made any that I've enjoyed?
Yeah, like does she ever make you recipes and she's like, I learned this one from Instagram?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I
Adelaide's
don't
probably
know.
going to continue to swing.
I don't see it. I don't actually
Yeah,
eat
do
her
we
cooking
expect it
very
to
often.
Oh, okay.
Go
Well,
past
I don't
and
know if
back
you'd like go
Maybe
and
a little
visit
bit,
and-
yeah.
They live
probably.
quite
Yeah.
far away,
That's fine.
Oh,
and
okay.
then usually when we see them, it's like not in Toronto. So,
Oh, okay.
but I'm sure she makes good
Well,
food.
I think we're kind of just standing by while this deployment goes. I don't know if you heard, they just put in a 15-degree heading change
Okay.
as well.
Come up a couple meters, 5 meters.
Coming up a couple meters. You want 5 meters?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you plan to let Ada pass you, and then,
Yeah.
okay,
You can see how
gotcha.
far it continues to swing.
I'll stop
Might settle out.
262.
I don't know.
Yeah,
It's hard to
I guess
tell.
you can control that too a little bit with if you let her tug it, but
So about how many cables connect at this node?
3,
Oh,
soon
okay.
to be 4.
All right.
Let me double check my math on that. We have the
Plus
the
one.
spur cable,
Mm-hmm.
which is like our main backbone cable, which branches off from our big Neptune ring and comes to the node.
gonna give you
And then we
another
go
reset.
from the node
Yeah.
to 2 other sites in Cascadia, 1026 and 1027, which are so named after the corks that exist in those areas. I guess here they're called Cork East and Cork West. Yeah. So we have, yeah, backbone cable, Cork East, Cork West. But then we also actually have 3 cables that run out to bottom pressure recorders. Oh, but that's not from the node. I lied to you. Hang on.
Yeah, and for anyone who wants a
I'm
visual,
going to bring Atalanta setting around to face Hercules.
if you go to oceannetworks.ca and go under multimedia and maps, you can actually see a map of our cables under Cascadia Basin. I'm a very visual person, so I like having it in front of me when someone's describing it.
How's
Me
that?
too.
That's good.
I might have lied to you because these might be daisy chained. Yeah, there's only 2 cables here. There's the one that goes to the backbone, and then there's the one that goes to 1027. And then we daisy chain site 1026 from 1027.
I am not an engineer, so I'm curious what daisy chaining means in this
Oh,
context.
it's just like instead of running a cable from each of our sites to the node, we instead run the cable from like the node to one site and then onto onto another site. So like they're in a line, kind of, as opposed to like a star.
like a daisy crown, like exactly like what it's
I was
called.
thinking of plugging a extension cord into your wall outlet and then plugging a power bar to that extension cord and then plugging your phone in.
Yeah, we
Which
go like,
you
yeah,
don't
like
do
power
that.
bars into power bars.
Yeah.
Maximum power, infinite power.
Yeah.
Wow.
Do not do that at home.
I once tried to do that on a different ship that had a different voltage, and it didn't end well.
Did it melt your power bar?
The power bar might have been non-functional after that, and I got a stern talking to from the ship's engineer.
Fire hazard, Anna.
But it was fine. No fires happened. Just a little spark and some smoky smells and dead power strip. That's okay.
Viewer just wrote in saying, thank you so much for sharing the photo of Doug. You guys always look like you're having so much fun. It makes me want to continue my schooling so that maybe one day I might get the chance to do something as cool as this.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
That's incredible.
I'm
That
curious to know what
beautiful.
they're interested in.
That's probably the biggest contribution to science Doug's ever had.
Oh, an inspiration.
I'm just going to save that beautiful comment and make sure Doug gets it.
Yeah. Give him those kudos. He's inspiring young minds to want to continue learning.
We'll get you on the Instagram so your mom can see you, AJ.
I'm on the Instagram. I'm packing a tote for weather. I sent her that one.
Aw. Did she
She
share
doesn't
it?
believe that I actually work when I'm out here. She's just like, are you joy cruising again? You always talk about a hot tub. There's not actually water in the tub.
Really?
I
Aw.
slept on that hot tub
It's
for an
it's
hour
so nice
today.
on that cover. Yeah.
I
Just
was
so the
just
listeners know that we're not spoiled. The hot tub is not hot.
No,
Yeah.
no.
It's cold and not full of water. But the cover on top of the hot tub gets really hot in the sun, and it's the best place to take a nap.
I've heard it referred to as the tepid tub.
The tepid tub.
Tepid tub.
Yeah, did you bring your bathing suit?
Of course I did. I bring it everywhere I go. From California.
I guess you're from California. Yeah, yeah, you'll learn.
Just never know.
We-
You can swim in our ocean. It's just really
We
stupid
did.
cold.
We did fill the tepid tub last year. One of our data stewards, Yuli, was super excited, and so we filled the tub, and I got in it, and it was freezing.
I mean, cold plunges are good for you, right? Let's fill it up. Let's start the day with a cold plunge.
Maybe later on.
Wow, it doesn't seem like
Oh,
anyone
no.
else is down for a cold plunge. I thought
No,
you guys
I'm really
were
not a cold plunge kind of person.
No thanks.
okay. Maybe those joining me in the No Sweets challenge will have the willpower and
Oh,
strength
gosh.
to join.
You know, I actually had a conversation with Megan about cold plunges, and I'm pretty sure her stance on it is even more extreme than mine.
Really?
In the negative.
What'd she say?
That they weren't for her. I don't know. I don't want to.
Yeah.
I don't want to mischaracterize our director's words.
All right.
We can ask her next time she's here.
Sure.
We should.
I'm sure she'll share.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm curious to know.
I was on the deck helping with the ROV deployment for the first time. Somehow got roped into that by Mike and Patrick.
Nice.
He was
Cool.
daisy chaining the ROV.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a fun job.
Yeah, and then we were at the very back of the deck, and I looked overboard, and I was like, I just want to let everyone know that I can't swim as a precaution.
You were wearing a life jacket, though.
I was wearing a
movement
life
under.
jacket, but
So
I
you
still
don't need
got
to
a little
swim.
nervous because I was right at the edge there.
Yeah.
Seems
Yeah.
like
Was it pitch black out?
maybe Atlantis kind
It
of
wasn't.
starting
It
to
was
settle
still
out.
daylight.
Okay. I always
Yeah.
get nervous out there in the pitch dark.
Me too.
Great.
Swing my head around.
I might bump us 15 meters at 165.
But in the
Just to
pitch
get us
dark,
back to that deployment
did you
target.
guys ever see the bioluminescence?
165?
It's, yeah.
Yeah.
On really dark
So
nights.
This is
I
where
can
we're
see it
trying to
sometimes.
deploy, well, set up to deploy
Yeah.
the mooring or the beacon
Down.
down here.
Okay.
Yeah, they just don't want to drop it right on the node.
Oh, wouldn't we want to get a little bit this way? So like 225?
Yeah.
Hey, Johan,
Yeah.
can I get a position for the node, please, when you have a minute?
Sure. We haven't
I think we're going to be
locked
moving
in
away
one
from
formally.
the road.
We're gonna be doing some work there in a little bit
Sure.
once
Yeah.
we get this down.
Whenever you got it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
No problem. All right, 30225. Bridge nav, 30 at 225, please. Thank you.
Hey, Nav, what time did we arrive at the node?
That's a great question.
That's a great question.
Herc or the
Yeah,
ship?
Herc.
15
It
minutes?
was in view.
803.47 UTC.
8:03?
12:47.
Oh yeah,
Pacific
that's what I have
Standard.
written down too.
Okay. Just adding it to our pilot's log.
I got a question in the chat. What's the purpose of the tepid tub?
Fun.
Maybe.
I think it serves more of a purpose during the Nautilus's warmer weather excursions that aren't to frigid British Columbia.
Morale boosting.
Yeah. It's nice that they built that, though. Like, when I was getting a tour of the ship for the first time, I thought they were joking. I was like, why? No, that's not really a hot
There's no
tub.
hot tub on here.
Yeah.
I imagine having Hawaiian water in there versus BC waters is vastly different experience.
Yeah.
It's like swimming in the ocean.
It's a nice spot to sunbathe.
Yes.
It's probably warmer to be just on top of it than in it.
Yeah, that's it. When you're on the cover, that cover heats up so nice.
It's so nice. I think that was the best sleep I've gotten since coming on board.
Yeah.
Deeps. I had
And it's
REM
sheltered
Oh,
sleep.
you
from the
actually
wind.
slept on it.
Oh.
I was hanging out and then my eyes closed and I just passed out. Megan took a photo of me starfishing on it
Why isn't that on the Insta?
because I control the Insta and I don't want it to be on Insta. How many on board can't swim? I thought that was a historical thing. I was like, yeah, I can't swim because of my life choices.
Are you ever going to learn?
I am learning.
Tell me more.
It's not great.
Oh.
Swimming sucks.
What did you just say?
Oh my
Swimming
God.
sucks.
Are you kidding me?
I hate it.
It's
I
like
mean,
the
like I
best
can
thing.
do it, but I hate it. I tried like doing it for exercise. It's so hard.
But
Do
what
you-
about in
do you-
like
like
the
what about
ocean
for
and,
fun?
like-
Yeah.
No, yeah, like for fun, fine, sure, but like
Swimming
actually like
sucks.
swimming, like like I like floating all day.
Hmm.
Love
It's
love
such good
floating.
exercise for you.
Swimming? No, thank you.
It's
Would
very
would
low
you
impact.
would you swim in the ocean for exercise if it was like not
No.
freezing? What?
I live by the ocean.
Yeah.
I make the choice every day not to do that.
Dude, I don't understand.
I mean, to be fair, the
Well,
ocean
when
is
the water's
still
50
pretty
degrees
cold.
Fahrenheit.
Yeah, it's
I go in
it's
year round and
cold.
around.
Yeah, there you go, Jake. That's what
Yeah.
it's all about.
Gross.
Do you?
Can I see
I
a
love the pain.
Yeah. Maybe you can cold plunge with me.
Yeah, Jake, get in that tepid tub.
I don't know.
I have learned that I sink really quickly. I'm a sinker. I have not mastered floating. I don't know if I physically can float.
You can.
I'm the
I
same
think.
way. It's
You just need to
lack
breathe
of
in.
body fat.
Just breathe in that water.
Oh my
Hold the
god.
water in your lungs.
Oh no. Yeah, like warm salt. Go back to Hawaii and just like, yeah, take your time. It could be a lovely experience.
I was in the water.
Yeah.
I wasn't swimming,
Okay.
but I was in it
That's
in
good.
Hawaii?
in Hawaii.
That's nice.
AJ, why do you
With the
work
turtles?
around and in the ocean if you don't really like it?
Oh, I didn't say I don't like it. I said I don't like swimming in it. I paddleboard a lot.
Oh,
We go out on
okay.
paddleboards all the time.
Okay.
I like rowing as well. Nico and I would row together a little bit. We don't anymore.
Why not?
We couldn't really make it work with our schedule. It was really enjoyable, but the stupid rowing club near us just has like the worst schedule for us. I think it
Bummer.
targets retired individuals.
Mm.
It's just not conducive to like working aged folks.
Bridge now.
Yeah, my local pool's the same way.
Oh.
Hi, so the plan is now that we're at this target site to deploy a beacon. So just wanted to make you guys aware that that's the plan, and Deck will be in contact with you soon. Great, thanks.
I'm going to be trying dragon boating this year.
I paddled dragon boat for many years in Halifax. It was wonderful.
What's dragon boat?
Extra long rowing.
It's paddling. There's a
Paddling.
difference.
Huh.
But it's 20 people in a boat.
Whoa. Where did that originate?
Deck, reading you loud and clear.
I don't know.
I actually
Asia?
don't know. I know dragon boating is
China,
really,
isn't it?
I think so. I know dragon boating is really, really big in Hong Kong. That's where my dad's side of the family is from, and we go see it every year when I
Yeah.
was a kid. Yeah, but
The club I paddled with out east is like they compete in like worlds and stuff.
They
They're very
compete
good.
in worlds?
Yeah,
Like world competitions?
yeah.
Whoa.
yeah, dragon boat racing is originated from China.
Cool.
It's quite popular in Victoria.
It is very, yeah, it's fun. It's fun to see,
Gorge paddling.
yeah.
Jake, are you comfortable with our position for if we are dropping something soon?
Yeah, we're gonna eventually want to bring the vehicles, like Hercules underneath Atalanta,
Okay.
and then we'll come up in the water column and try to find it as they lower it down, but we're a ways away from that. But yeah.
Yeah, it's not on a cable.
Oh, they're just dropping it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. Then I'll get underneath Atalanta. Because
Okay.
right now it's like that's probably where they're gonna drop it. So
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we have a lot of depth, and we'll be tracking it, so it should be fine. Great.
If you're interested in seeing what's happening on deck on satellite feed number 3, you can see the deck operations.
stand by.
You want to stand by?
It's fine. I'll get there.
Okay.
I'll get where I want to be.
Does the cable innovator have a camera, AJ?
Come up on the delta a little
It
bit.
doesn't.
No,
No.
they don't have it. Like not like an ROV
No.
feed or
Danny,
anything.
come up on the delta 5 meters.
Coming up 5 meters.
Sorry, I said you didn't like the ocean, AJ.
Anna, I want to show you this video.
Is it of you enjoying the ocean?
It's of it's of the most amazing
I'll stop
thing.
2615.
Come up another 5.
Give me a minute. I'm gonna find it and I'm gonna bring it over
Coming
to
up
you.
5.
Okay.
Tether.
I just want to hear your reaction.
It's AJ frolicking in the ocean.
Oh my god.
It's me standing near the ocean.
I'll stop 2610.
Danny, can you see the deck cam? Are they?
I can barely see it.
Here, I'll pull it up over here for you.
Yeah, just swap my.
Oh, sorry, one sec.
We have Mike, Peter, and Doug on deck, and Patrick on deck as well, I believe.
Yeah, there we go. Yep, mooring was just released.
Great. Thank you.
So what time is it? 1:23. Perfect. It's gonna take me so long. All right. Okay.
Oh,
Are you guys ready?
Ready.
Great.
Oh my god.
Deck, please stand by 1 sec. AJ, do you want us to confirm tracking before we release, or?
Like make sure that the beacon's on and
Yeah.
followable.
So we did get a ping.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I think
So,
it's probably
not a
okay.
great
I mean,
ping.
I know we had one bad beacon
Yeah, I see
already,
it.
but
It's right
dude,
on there.
Yeah,
we
there
don't
go.
usually do that.
Copy.
I don't know if
Deck control, good for release.
mooring's released.
Great.
She's showing the video. I don't know that you'll be able to make it out.
I
Copy
mean,
that, mooring away.
they can maybe see it. This is just absolute pure majesty. AJ showed me a video
And
of
we're tracking. Great.
a pod of orcas, and they're so close, and they're just so wild and free and majestic, and it's magnificent.
That was a video from a hike that we were doing on one of the Gulf Islands, South Pender Island, right near, pretty close to Victoria. And yeah, they those are the transient orcas.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
And they love coming through that passage there into the Gulf Islands, and it's just a massive pod of them, and they're sort of rounding the corner, so they get right close to the rock where we were hiking.
Wow.
Yeah, probably the coolest experience of my life.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh man.
You show
okay.
Yuko.
I had that experience in Oak Bay, Kitty Islet.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Here you
Nice.
go, Yuko. I've had multiple people tell me that their favorite sea creature is an orca today, so Oriel and Jamie, I feel like, would be so delighted by that. Oriel's up on the bridge and Jamie's a science communication lead. So, wait, did she say her favorite was an orca?
She did, and I believe it was cheetah as well,
Cheetah.
because she studied big cats.
Yes. Thank you, Yuko.
How's that package falling, Johan?
I'm timing it now to see the rate of descent, but everything looks good, at least so far.
Why is it so dark?
Just an FYI to our viewers, the cable ship that we are working with does not have any live stream as part of their operation.
We'll just do audio commentary for them.
Yes.
Okay, it should take about 16 minutes before it's on bottom.
All right. Is it going straight down or it's drifting away?
It is,
That's cool, eh? Yeah, that's wild.
yeah, it's already done a loop-de-loop on its way down, so. It's to our south at the moment. Yeah, a weighted beacon with float.
Weighted beacon with a float. How long's the float line?
5 to 8 meters.
5 to 8 meters. Okay.
This is one of
Yeah.
4 we're
We can
deploying.
scoot up if you'd like.
This
I
is
mean,
the
we
only,
don't know where
this
it'll
is the
go.
only one
but
we're dropping
Yeah, it
from
might
the
make
surface. The
sense
rest
to
came
just
down with
be
her.
safe and
Okay.
back away.
yeah, because I mean, we can do our beacon work at the node maybe while it's happening. Or if you want to stay protected, we can just be away. It's only 15 minutes.
Yeah, I'm okay to just wait. I don't think we're that tight for time.
Great.
Why is this one,
Being surface deployed?
yes.
So this is coming down also with a visual marker as well. So the idea is that there's a football float on a weight pack that's going to stand off the bottom. That's going to give us a sonar target as well as the beacon. And just because of the bulk of that package, it makes it not very easy for Hercules to transit with it. So we wanted, instead of sending it down with Herc and having Hercules have to deal with it underwater, we figured we might as well just drop it when we got to this site, to the node side of the lay. And then the beacon's going to remain on it, so we just strap the beacon to it.
Okay. I was going to say, why do we yeet it off the side of the ship?
Yeah, I think
But that
yeet is the scientific term.
yeah.
I love the helix that it's doing.
Yeah, it's got a little spin to it.
Hey, front row, I got a question for you guys. Has the Nautilus gone to New Zealand?
No,
No?
not that I know of. I don't think so. I think it started off in the Mediterranean, then worked its way to the Gulf Coast, Gulf of Mexico, and then through the Panama Canal to the west coast of the United States and Canada, and then over to Hawaii and the Pacific now. That's like over the last 15 years.
I think it is. There are plans to run some scientific expeditions in the Southwest Pacific, though, so it'll be pretty close.
Yeah, we'll be close over there. We'll be going to Palau towards the end of this season, which is pretty far west. Palau and Guam, and yeah, next season, I don't know, not sure.
Yeah, I got the very amazing opportunity to meet all of the science communication fellows for the rest of Nautilus this season, and there are some pretty amazing people that's going to be on board. Did you guys see the news of the orcas flipping yachts in the Mediterranean?
Yeah. Like, it's been happening for a little while now. Eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The most recent headline that I read was, "They're back." That's so funny.
They will not be stopped.
This is why we have to watch Deep Blue Sea.
I refuse to be afraid of the ocean.
I don't think I've seen this.
You don't think you've seen Deep Blue Sea?
No.
Oh, you're too young.
Don't make the sharks smart. It's a bad idea.
Deep
So
Blue.
like the giant shark, eh?
They just
Or,
get
like
really
cracks
smart.
through the glass at
It's
some
like
point.
it's like something happens and it makes the
Oh yeah, it's like some
sharks smart.
scientific experiment
That's
gone wrong.
right. Yeah, 1999
that
horror
the mo-
sci-fi
Is that the
film.
movie I'm thinking of? Wait, I
It's got
gotta...
LL Cool J. in it.
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh my
Samuel L.
god.
Jackson.
That was
Yeah.
like one of my favorite movies growing
Yeah,
up.
I like
it's so good. I think you should
The
watch
Sci-Fi
this.
Channel. It was always on.
That seems like a very appropriate boat movie.
It was a typical 90s action.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right. I was too young for this.
And Jake, you saw that movie, you loved it, and yet you're still out here. It didn't make you
Yeah.
afraid.
I'm totally afraid. But
It's a healthy respect.
I love danger.
It's a healthy respect
Wow.
for the ocean. But we're also not in a, scientific, what was that? Like a underwater facility?
Research facility.
Research facility doing like crazy things
Shark
to make
genetics?
sharks. Yeah.
Not yet.
Yeah. Wait, in the movie, why did they want to make sharks smart?
Because I
They
think
don't
they
need
were
to
trying to
res-
battle, they were trying to research Alzheimer's.
Okay.
Wait, seriously?
Yes.
So they're like, let's start with sharks.
Well, they were looking at, they were mapping the shark's brain and trying to basically get the brain to function at a better capacity because we only use like 10% of our actual brain power.
Right.
So they were trying to unlock more of the brain power, and the sharks didn't like that too much and decided to.
I think the sharks loved it.
Oh, they did.
Why did they start with sharks? I don't think our...
I think
I
something
think you're
about
asking
their
too
brain.
many questions for a 1999 action horror film.
Yeah, I
You
mean,
think they
it's like
would've done
asking
it
why
on rats or
Sharknado has
something?
sharks in a tornado. It's kind of-
Yeah.
It's gotta have a viewing session in the lounge now.
Yeah.
Does anyone have it?
Does anyone know how to watch movies in the lounge?
We tried to watch
Oh.
Twilight yesterday, and that didn't work.
I watched,
Sure.
I watched a couple movies
We
the other
did.
night.
But I don't know. I feel like it's just a one-time. I don't know.
I'm sure Megan would allow the ONC Starlink bandwidth to contribute towards Deep Blue Sea stream
There we go.
Okay. Next
For
transit day.
educational
for
purposes.
educational
Educational
purposes.
purposes, yeah.
Morale.
I have a pair of Sharknado 3 socks, but I forgot to pack them for this trip.
There are 3 Sharknados,
There are 3 Sharknadoes.
and they made socks?
Yeah,
I
there's
have
a lot of
Sharknado
shocking
socks.
information in that statement. And you own them?
I do own them.
Sharknado has a cult following. It's kind of like Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Yeah, there was a point in my life where I was going to a really good friend of mine's place every week to watch bad movies. We called those bad movie nights.
Oh, yeah?
So there was Birdemic, Sharknado, Kung Fu Fury.
Rubber?
The
Did you ever
Room.
see the movie Rubber?
No.
Oh God, the tire
not-
that killed people. Telekinesis.
Oh,
Wait,
man.
it's a tire that kills people? with
What?
I
telekinesis?
did not watch that one.
No way. I just wonder how these people get their movies
It's a
funded.
tire that gains
You're rich.
psychokinetic powers.
It's called independent film companies.
And having lots
That's
of
amazing.
money.
Yeah.
I kind of want to watch that.
It's actually a great film.
Yeah.
An oldie but a goodie was Maximum Overdrive. Anyone know what that one is?
I heard of it, but
Heard of it, yeah.
yeah, it was on the list, but I wasn't able to attend that movie night.
What about Death Race 2000?
Basically.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Danny.
Oh, I was gonna say basically Maximum Overdrive is semi trucks and all electronics get inundated by like alien technology, and all the trucks come alive and start killing people.
Whoa.
Makes sense. Don't question it.
Can I read the one-line summary of Rubber?
Yes.
Please.
A car tire comes to life with power to make people explode and goes on a murderous rampage through the Californian desert.
Oh, no.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
Wait.
67% fresh.
Oh,
That's
okay.
pretty good.
Yeah,
That's
I'm telling you, it's a great movie. It's a great movie.
much better than I thought.
Snubbed
Good-
in the awards.
Yeah,
the
good
awards.
for them. Indeed.
A lot of people have that on their resume.
Okay, now I gotta get you to give us the synopsis on Deep Blue Sea. I'm curious what they write.
Oh, okay, yeah, here, I'll pull it up.
Yuko, are we getting any contributions to this conversation in the chat?
In the chat, Not at the moment.
Oh, okay.
Oh, this one's a lot longer. How much time we got? Come on.
Got a couple minutes.
We got time.
All right, so on an island research facility, Dr. Susan McAllister is harvesting the brain tissue of DNA-altered sharks as a possible cure for Alzheimer's disease. When the facility's backers send an executive, Samuel L. Jackson, to investigate the experiments, a routine procedure goes awry and a shark starts attacking the researchers.
Routine procedure.
Now, with the sharks outnumbering their human captors, McAllister and her team must figure out a way to stop them from escaping to the ocean and breeding.
I don't know.
It doesn't really talk about how they're now like super smart.
Yeah. Also, if you're a really just like super smart shark and you had to breed with like normal sharks.
Normies.
Yeah, I feel like you'd not be into it. You'd just be like, no one understands me.
I don't think
Also,
that
like,
if
also
we
like
were a
problem, we could just go on
animal
land.
kingdom.
Also, like, what's routine about altering shark DNA altered shark brains?
Yeah, really excellent questions.
For human research.
Does it say who the writer is? Can we reach out?
We need
Yeah,
to have
here,
our
let's see.
biologists right now to ask them what they think of these movies.
Yeah.
Pretty sure all of like the brain research is not on sharks.
Yeah.
We
Pretty
just
sure
got a
you're right.
comment.
No.
There are actually 6 Sharknadoes. I just really need you to share that
Like, what else
them.
happens? Like, there's a shark
in a tornado.
nado, and it destroys. I don't know. I've never seen a single sharknado.
Is a
There's
tornado,
a tornado
made
in
of
the
sharks?
ocean that picks up the sharks and throws them on land.
Oh my god!
Oh.
But then once they're on land, like they're still
they just die?
fish. Like they're gonna
No,
die.
there's like you have to watch them in 3D because when the tornado comes up to the screen, it's like a giant shark head that just comes out of the screen. It's pretty amazing.
Wow.
Someone says they got new movies to watch now, and I just want to say you're welcome for. Sometimes it's not a huge budget, but a huge devotion to their passion.
Aww.
By the way, if you liked rubber, you should try Attack of the Killer Tomatoes.
Oh,
I gotta look this up now.
Okay, AJ, can you read it to us, please?
Okay, yeah, give me a sec. I'll pull it up.
Attack of the Killer Tomatoes.
killer crowns.
Well,
from
it
outer
sounds like
space.
Yuko's getting it. Yuko, you want to read us the synopsis?
I will if it. Oh God. Sorry. Just.
If you if you actually search Attack of the on Google, you get Attack of the Killer Donuts as well.
Whoa.
It's one line. A group of scientists band together to save the world from mutated killer tomatoes.
Wow.
Short and simple. This
Huh.
movie is from 1978.
The synopsis I got goes, in a spoof of low-budget sci-fi films, oozing tomatoes go on a rampage, splattering innocent victims. 27% fresh.
Wow.
It's 1978.
Another good one from that era is Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
Yes, yes,
Wow.
I do really love that, movie
sounds
actually.
kind of freaky.
It's a good one.
Scarier than tomatoes.
There's a common theme here.
I mean, if you really want to go old
Things
school,
getting killed.
if you want to see go old school, you watch The Blob.
Yes.
Oh yeah, but that's actually like quality.
Yeah,
Yeah.
1950s quality.
Still though.
We got a couple more suggestions. Leviathan,
Oh.
Deep Star 6. Yeah.
Wait, Leviathan, like the one that's, I don't know. I watched Leviathan in film school, and it was like a sensory documentary, and it's basically just like a bunch of waves for 2 hours. Is that what they're talking about? It can't be. Not in the same theme of movies that we've been talking about.
Let's see. Let me see what I can dig up. Leviathan, 1989.
Okay.
Horror sci-fi.
Okay, yeah, different Leviathan.
There is a movie that I can't tell you to watch it because I honestly wish I could get those 2 hours back in my life. But it has to be open water.
Oh, is that the one with Blake Lively and the, she's like on a buoy or something? Like trying not to get
Like
eaten
the
by a
scuba
shark?
divers,
Uh,
they get
Or
left
she's a
behind or something?
surfer or like...
No, this one, open water, basically a bunch of kids out on a yacht and they decide to go swimming and the last person jumps off without lowering the ladder.
Oh, man.
And basically it's 2 hours of them trying to figure out how to get back on the boat and just like contemplating their life. And then eventually they just like, okay, well, we're screwed.
That sounds
and
pretty dark.
end up like drowning
Yeah.
themselves.
Oh.
like I said, I kind of wish I could got that 2 hours back.
Did any of them actually like come to helpful or like meaningful conclusions, or was it just like, I love you, man? Ugh. I mean, love is important, but yeah.
I don't even think it got to that.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you watching Sharknado?
I am not watching Sharknado.
I'm making a list too. Sharknado 1 through 6.
Just because someone in the
Could get it up on one of the screens.
one of the viewers were saying there's been 6 official Sharknado films, but there are 3 spin-offs. So I'm looking at it, and then I got very distracted by the trailer on IMDb.
What? Wait, how do you
Does that mean there's 9?
spin-offs? Like,
Or are 3 of the
Like I
spin-offs
said,
part of the
cult
6?
following.
I'm trying to figure that out right now. But I only watched, I think, 1.5 of them. I had to turn
I'm
it.
proud to say I've seen 0 Sharknadoes.
Who's excited for the new Twister movie?
There's a new Twister movie?
Yeah.
Like a sequel to the original, like, what is
Or is
it,
it
like a
just like a
Spielberg?
Twisters, isn't that
Yeah,
what
it's called Twisters.
Oh.
There's a lot of hype over
There's
it.
2 now.
Well, I mean, it was kind of cool because the original Twister showed, you know, scientists doing pretty cool things. And I think they're just trying to relive that passion of, and bring back storm chasing as
Driving
like a
straight into
really cool thing.
tornadoes. Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, I feel like Hollywood needs to, you know, take it easy on scientists. They're not all trying to like mutate shark brains and create, you know, zombie
No, but we were
tomatoes.
in the 90s. That's the beauty of it.
Yeah, it was.
That's just how the 90s
Wait,
were.
so like the people who became scientists, like, have you guys been, were you inspired by those
Yes,
movies?
absolutely.
Were you like,
Why do you think I'm
I
on this
want
boat?
to be?
I was like, I want to be Samuel L. Jackson.
Well, I'm the engineer that like figured out how to, you know, electrocute the shark.
Thanks, Danny. You'll be the hero.
I just want to say 95% of the scientists I know in my life are very lovely people
Yeah. Yeah.
and not trying to mutate shark brains.
Yeah.
I mean, we were watching
They're
Alien.
actually, you say
the other
mutate
night.
shark brains. I hear
500
cure
more meters.
Alzheimer's.
Right? Yeah, it all comes from a place of like trying to help, but then it all goes wrong. And then, you know, as Jeff Goldblum says, life finds a way.
Finds a
Life
way.
finds a way.
Life
Rah.
finds a way.
Chaos theory.
Have any of you guys ever seen The Meg? And do you worry about accidentally releasing a megalodon from an oceanic trench?
No.
I think we
Oh
should
God,
watch
the
The
Meg.
Meg.
That they make up their own science. They don't follow science. They make up their own science.
What do you mean, Danny?
What I
Isn't
mean
that what we've
is,
just been talking about with all these movies?
I can't even explain it. It is so bad. I sit there and yell at them about, like, that's not how things work in the deep ocean.
Yeah, I feel like it's funny to when you like watch a movie that features, you know, like your area of expertise, and you're just like, ha, that's wrong, that's wrong. Like, I watched a scuba diving movie. It was very dumb, but basically, like these two people go scuba diving to explore this submerged house in a lake, and all of these things are just like, they would never be that way. And I watched it with my other diver friend, and we were just like, nope, that's ridiculous. But yeah, it's funny.
Yeah.
Speaking of movies, I'm not saying a bad movie, but this is like actually kind of a great movie, The Abyss.
Oh yeah, we've been talking
We were
about
going to watch that, weren't we?
Yeah.
We were trying to get that up on the screen.
I'm pretty sure that
What's that
Justin is
about?
the only one who
The
has the
Abyss.
magic
It's
to
old.
make the movies happen.
Well, you got ONC Starlink. Let's just download whatever you want.
Exactly, that's how it works.
That is how it works.
Are we comfortable with the depth of the package to move off now? I think what we'll do is we'll just leave it where it is, and we'll go do our work on the node.
Yeah, it's drifting
It's south of us,
so
right?
Yeah.
So we're okay to do that?
pretty comfortable
All
now.
right. So let's head to the node. To the
Okay.
node, to the node.
Making my way to the node, walking fast, faces past.
We want to get to the west corner of the node. Thanks, Yuko. That was beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes.
I was in choir for a lot of my childhood.
Sorry, I paid attention.
No, you're good. I was just watching you and Danny in perfect unison.
We can make an ROV song. Making my way down deep, ROV, hard to see, getting dark
Well,
now.
That's pretty good.
Beautiful, Anna.
Oh wow, that is a Taylor Swift spinoff. I love it.
Not Taylor Swift.
Vanessa Carlton.
Yeah.
Who?
320?
1,000 miles.
yeah.
Jeb taught his
50,
guitar.
320.
I think we could do
Yep.
this.
I don't know,
Jeb
for
and
some
Steve
reason I was
Mahaley
thinking
on the
Bridge,
guitar.
bridge, nav.
It might have the same tune.
Yeah. Sorry, I wasn't like fully singing.
Hi, can we have the ship move 50 meters at 320, please? Copy, thank you. 320.
Oh, sorry.
We got votes for Abyss was a great movie in the comments. I also want to circle back to something that a viewer said. I have to side with AJ on the swimming
Bridge,
issue.
bridge, nav.
Thank you.
Do I need to come down?
Some
Can we make
support
that
from the chat.
50
Yeah, going
meters?
Come down 5?
Come down 5.
Thank you.
The viewer says, I am not patient enough to learn
Good.
coordination
Yeah,
needed.
come down.
Oh.
It's tough, man. I don't. It's like flailing in the water.
Maybe for you.
Yeah, no, definitely for me.
Oh man, a viewer
I'll
just said,
stop 2615.
Yep, and bring Atlantis heading around to 320.
Bringing Atlantis heading around to 320.
had a viewer say, I had to pause a 90s sci-fi movie for half an hour due to inaccurate depiction of hydrothermal vents.
Oh,
Oh,
what
which
movie was
movie?
it?
Unsure.
Got it in the sonar.
I mean, you know, not any Hollywood operation can just get footage of hydrothermal vents.
That sounds
so.
super sweet, though.
Mm-hmm.
Tell us what it was, viewer.
Come on.
Please.
We gotta be patient. We gotta be patient.
Yeah, you're right.
It's always fun to see a documentary online or on TV, like History or Discovery Channel, and footage that you helped acquire is on it.
What? Danny? Wow, you're so cool.
Okay.
So University of Hawaii has this public outreach TV show. It's called Voice of the Sea. And they've been doing like documentaries on the ROV and deep submergence projects that we work on. And it's like, oh, there's me picking up a ODI connector.
Whoa. Do you like seeing yourself on screen?
Well, it's usually seeing it through the robot's eyes, not mine.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
But it's still, I think
But every
it's
once
really
in a while,
cool.
you know, there's a clip of myself doing something or working on the vehicle. Or
Yeah.
When we
it's
get
like it's like a childhood dream, you know, when you watch Mythbusters and you're like, you know how cool it would be to be on TV doing this stuff?
Yeah. You're really doing it, Danny.
when we get to the node, can we just take an in position from this, like line ourselves up with this side of it, and let's just make sure not to touch the seabed around here so we don't cloud anything up.
Copy. The south side?
Yeah,
Okay.
southeast side, whatever we're approaching from.
Oh,
Okay.
sure. Great. Yeah.
Johan, do you have the depth for that beacon?
Yeah, I'm looking it up now.
Okay, thanks.
Two, 6, 7, 8.
Perfect. Thank you.
What kind of work are we needing to do at the node? You said-
Sorry, Yuka?
You said node work. What are we doing at the node?
Placing beacons.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
The beacon that's on our porch.
Yeah, that's the one.
I'm going down a rabbit hole of bad movies now from all the
Did
suggestions.
we ever hear about the hydrothermal vent movie?
Yeah.
No, I haven't heard
From
an
the viewer?
answer. But I'm
Viewer,
gonna-
come back.
Viewer, come back. Tell us the hydrothermal vent movie.
Please. Maybe we could Google it, but I'd much rather hear it from the viewer.
I'll see if I can track it down.
Okay.
There's a lot of bad movies on the ocean.
Wait, did you Google bad ocean movies?
I did not Google bad ocean movies. It's just literally from what we've all been chatting about. I refused to go see Piranhas when it came out.
Yeah, especially because we have them in Nanaimo.
West.
Oh, sorry, I'm good, I'm good. Wait, you said something, you have them in...
They found piranhas in like a lake near Nanaimo on Vancouver Island.
No way.
They're assuming that it was somebody's like pet piranha because they can't survive over winter.
What kind of silly goose would do something like that?
A lot of silly goose. That's that, yeah.
They're not as scary as everyone makes them out to be, though.
Well, they're really cute, actually.
If you're like moving in the water, they're not gonna try and devour you.
No.
It's only if they like know that you're dead. And,
Yeah.
like you're not gonna do anything.
See, yeah, just Hollywood.
That's comforting.
Always
Yeah.
sensational.
So don't worry about them if you encounter them in the
Yeah.
lake somehow.
If
They
any,
don't, they
Lake
don't
Placid.
like live things.
yeah, like, did anybody watch the series Wednesday on Netflix?
Yes.
Yeah,
It was
like
great.
yeah, it was great. But yeah, the first episode, like within the first 20 minutes, she like sicks the piranhas on those bullies at the school, and it's just like, ugh. Plus it's in chlorine water. Like, let's get real. I know it's like a magical movie, but
What movie is this?
oh, sorry, a series. It's called
Wednesday.
Wednesday. It's about
It's like
Wednesday
Addams Family?
Addams, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I never saw it.
Yeah. It's honestly
It's pretty fun. It's a pretty fun show, yeah.
Yeah. It's good for spooky months when you
Yeah.
want to curl up and be cozy.
I'm excited for season 2.
Oh, she does an excellent dance in an excellent dress.
Ooh, we got the viewer in. The hydrothermal vents sci-fi movie was a strange Gundam live action called G-Savior.
What?
Yeah.
Never
There's
heard of
Gundam
this.
live action movies out there?
Yes, there are.
This is a whole new world.
That's opening the door up to a whole other realm
Dude.
of pulp culture.
I've learned so much just in these past couple of hours. Not
All
only-
useless knowledge.
What are you talking
Oh
about?
my
I mean
gosh.
about engineering.
G-Savior is a 1999 Canadian live-action television film
Shout out to Kim.
Wow.
created
No
as part
way.
of the Gundam anime franchise. I
That
grew
would have
up
been
with-
like pretty
yeah.
close to when I was watching Gundam Wing.
Yeah, I'm a...
Johan, are you getting that position now for the node, or?
I think we were just still waiting to like get on top of it.
Oh, okay.
We're just waiting for Atalanta to move across.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just too
Atalanta.
keen.
Where are we
Come
going to put
on,
the
Steph.
USBL?
So we're gonna put it, stand by. We're gonna put it in the west corner of the node, but we'll take a heading from here. Like we'll do an imposition for Steph because I know she's just jonesing for it,
Jonesin.
Thank you, thank you.
and then we'll move over to the west corner, and we'll put the USBL beacon like right up against it.
Okay. I'm going to give you a DVL reset. if that's all right.
I grew up with Gundam, so kind of stoked that we have a Gundam mention today.
I was kind I was kind of surprised that they dismantled the Gundam they built.
That who built?
I believe it was in Korea or China, or
Oh, the giant Gundam model?
there was a giant Gundam that actually was like mechanized,
Oh.
and they dismantled it this year.
Let's see.
Just look up giant Gundam, you'll find it.
This is north. Looking north.
Right now, Jake, I think we just need you to line up with one side
Oh, side,
for
not a
an
corner.
in
Roger.
position. Oh yeah, sorry.
It should be 315 here.
It was the giant Gundam in Yokohama in Japan.
Japan, that's where it was.
Kind of makes sense.
It does.
Yeah, that makes more sense in Korea.
Oh my gosh, I forgot about this movie. Sharktopus.
What?
Sharktopus?
This is 315.
Do you want to just get your porch right up against it for
Yep.
but no touching.
No touching.
So you want to stick the beacon on the node itself or in the ground?
No, in the mud, like as
Oh.
close as we can get it to the west side of the west corner of the node.
I'm not touching you. Just touch it with our stick.
The I'm not touching you thing was something that got me into a lot of fights with my siblings.
All right, Johan, once you get a few good USBL pings, we'll take a position.
Roger. I'll reset you again just to make sure.
And then the depth will be 2663.
Yeah, that looks good there.
Heading 309.
Beautiful piloting, Jake. Beautiful.
What's that?
I was
Beautiful.
complimenting Jake on his awesome piloting
Oh, yeah.
skills. He's mere inches away from the thing and flying a 6,000-pound robot.
I'm not even touching anything. This vehicle flies itself.
Bet you played a lot
That's
of
what I keep telling
Operation
Dan.
growing up.
309. This is the Cascadia Basin node. I think our information on our site layout diagram is incorrect.
Yeah, we have an offset for sure. So it's good that we did this.
Yeah. Which would mean west would be the corner just to our left. You have it offset like the coordinates of it, or
Oh,
in survey, or you mean the heading?
the survey, I guess.
Oh yeah.
Careful, Jake. You're
Yeah,
starting
we're
to go
about
inside.
12 meters off.
Is there a way? I guess we just make a new mark. That's the way. We can't adjust the old mark.
Yeah.
Okay. I think we're all good here. Yes, Steph?
Yep, got that position. Thank you.
Okay.
Yes.
So Now the westernmost part of this node is going to be this corner. I guess if Hercules is facing east, it's too early in the morning to do this. If Hercules is facing east, then yeah, it'll be like this corner here, won't it?
So we don't want to touch bottom, right?
I mean, we'll have to touch bottom with the beacon, but yeah, preferably we would do everything flying.
Jake, should I get the beacon in my hand before you touch down?
I see an octopus.
Sure.
You see an
I'm gonna
octopus?
steal bubble.
Yeah, just hiding.
There's an octopus on the top of the node.
I wonder if it's
Oh yeah,
using
right there.
the electrical power to be great.
Now that's a made-up science.
Yes, it is.
Vehicle's facing east.
Excellent. Yeah, this is the spot.
Okay, I have valid comms. Can we get a push out, or is that going to be an issue?
Let me retract the camera and look down.
You're placing the beacon here?
Okay.
Sorry?
The camera isn't tracked all the way back, so
here?
just
Yeah,
be mindful of that.
Okay.
with the arm.
we'll get a proper coordinate for it once it's placed.
Okay, push in. Are we pushed in already?
Oh, we are, yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah, we're looking down at the camera.
Yeah, look up.
Oh, Dan sees arms moving. He runs upstairs.
Are you placing this one? So I thought that was the one that we deployed, but
No, that's the one that's the one we're placing right now.
So we're going to put it right at the
407.
bottom of the corner?
Yeah, right on the ground.
Okay.
Up, like, right up at the corner.
Yep. Hold it. Yeah.
I'm just holding.
So on the dive plan here, it says, have nav provide the proposed angle between node and temporary mud mat landing zone from high pack. This angle defines a safe distance between anchor line, lay path, and the node.
I don't think we need to land. We can.
Does that mean anything to you,
Hover.
Johan?
I think that's what, are you
All right.
looking at high
Yeah.
pack?
You ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's what this
AJ, is this good
This
here?
is our old,
Yes,
sorry.
that's great.
Yeah. This is our old node location.
Yeah, so what's that angle?
That is, I believe it was a bearing of 280.
280?
Yeah. So we'll do the same thing.
Yeah, we'll just run 280 from
How's
here.
that position look? Do you want to?
That looks great. Do you think, is the node going to interfere with the hits from it?
I don't. Well, it depends on the
Yeah,
the
like where
position
you
of
are.
the transponder on the. So if the ship is.
Yeah.
But the ship should
the
be
ship is
west.
east of it. Then,
Yeah, the ship shouldn't be east of it.
I would think it would be okay. It's
Yeah.
quite the angle
Yeah,
upward.
I think it's fine.
Yeah.
Right.
We'd have to be like, a mile.
So can we take a position, can we
kilometers.
try to take as good a position of that beacon as we can get it?
Yeah.
Can I give you a reset, Jake?
Sure.
Just a little bit.
What did we say? 280 was the bearing.
Yeah, I'll be ready.
2407.
Or Danny, you can take a break.
2663.
Both. Well, they just got to take this position first.
Sorry, what was the heading
Just
on
hold this
that?
position.
The depth is 2663. The head, there's no heading on the beacon. I was just filling out my dive plan, which has the heading to the MUDMAT LZ.
Okay.
All right, Johan, whenever you've got good hits from it.
Yeah, I'm trying to ping it in Sonardyne just to confirm also. But I have a spot marked from the ROV position, Jake.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Yeah.
Floating up.
But still no returns.
You want to fly it?
Do we want to try moving it away from the node? Maybe we're just getting reflections right off that face.
Yeah, I mean, we could back it up a few meters if that's what you want.
What are we doing after this?
From here, we're going to go and mark the MUDMAT LZ, and then we're going to go mark the anchor LZ.
You want to come up here and do that?
What do you mean? Yeah.
You up for a go?
Yeah, absolutely.
Come do it.
All right, maybe let's just get this beacon talking first.
Yeah, so I still haven't gotten a ping.
Ship's all stopped, right?
Chips all stop.
All right, maybe let's move it. Let's back it up a meter.
Back it
Doesn't
up
usually take this long to ping.
Okay.
No, yeah.
We're going to grab it and back it up a meter.
Roger.
Away from the node, away from the big yellow metal shiny reflective face.
It should ping there.
Should.
Agreed.
Why don't we put it on top of the node?
There is like that little holder. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what happens if we put it in there, whether it just falls into the trawl resistant frame or not.
No, there's a spot up there for him.
Yeah, I
We
thought that's
landed
what they are. We're going to keep it on the ground.
The transducer's on the top, are we sure about that? Is that the user?
Yeah.
It's not upside down.
It's an Omni beacon.
It's Omni, but there's a top at the bottom.
Yeah, the PVC bit with the bolt sticking out of the
Okay.
bulbous things at the top. Say when.
When?
Right there. I'm assuming we're just grabbing the whole thing here.
Yeah. And we're going to back this up 2 meters.
Bridge, go for nav.
Okay, I got it.
When you gonna float up? Or
Stand by. Pilots, are you good with a heading change about 5 degrees towards the port?
Roger.
Great. Bridge, that sounds good. Thanks.
So just because we want our distances to be really accurate here, maybe we can, is there a way to get the sonar dialed in so we can be
Sonar is dialed in. If you
sure
look at the
that
sonar
it's
right,
2 meters away?
if you look at the sonar right in front of Johan,
Yeah.
what are those range rings?
2.5 meters.
Okay, so we're 2.5 meters from that corner of the node.
But yeah, so it's about 2 meters.
2 meters. Okay, perfect. Yeah.
Because the
So let's put it here.
USB has
And that sonar head, I guess, is right on the front, like by
Good.
the cameras.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll let go. I'm off it.
Do the beacons interfere? Like, could Herc's beacon be interfering with this beacon? Do you
No,
usually
they
get
should be on
pings?
different frequencies. That's a question for Johan, but he should have a...
Yeah, they should not, because they are on different frequencies. Exactly, as Dan said.
Do we know if the previous shift got a hit from this beacon? Did they try it?
I'm not sure. I don't think they tried.
We went down to 2 beacons, right?
Three.
Three.
There was something about 1 beacon.
Yeah, one of the
not
ones
pinging.
at the other site didn't ping.
Yeah.
So a silly question, but are they turned on?
Yeah, I know that's
I'm going to grab that. If you back up a little and grab that tie wrap.
that's the next question, of course. You'd think if at least one of them's turned on, it's a pretty good sign
What
they're all
tie
turned on.
The one on the, oh. One on the,
Never mind. Oh, no.
this one here?
This drives me nuts. Okay.
All right, should we try like picking the beacon up and lifting it up or something? Flying up with it, see if we can get some life out of it. Have a look at the bottom, see if it's turned on.
Can do. There should be no reason we're not pinging that thing. Ship's behind Herc. Unless Herc,
Is Herc's body in the way?
I
don't know
doubt
if
it.
that's,
but
yeah.
You could come around 90. It's an Omni beacon, so it should pick it up from... that thing could be laying in the mud and it should be talking.
Yeah. To confirm, this is the 2407 beacon.
That's what I've
right?
got on
Yeah.
my records.
Same. Okay. If that doesn't work, I'm going to try deleting and re-adding it.
Okay.
Just see if we got one of the settings wrong. But I got to take some pictures of all this.
We can fly up to it and look at it. Make sure you got the right number, but auto discovery should find it.
Copy. Yeah, we have all the telegram settings that will need to be put back in.
Amber could probably zoom in on it from here and get a
Address.
address.
Yeah, you want me to zoom in?
If Jake's all right with that.
1 second.
Probably around the side or something silly.
All right, now you can go for zoom.
Okay. Do you want a full zoom?
We're looking for a number on the beacon, which looks like it's around
It's
the
gonna
side
be
a little bit.
The white number is on the top.
Yeah, okay.
Hold
So
there.
Yeah.
that's serial number.
006F. 8J, or 8, so
54.
006F.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
what we have.
Yeah.
6F54.
here.
That
Copy.
one's 5-4, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, come wide. Video.
So we're going
What was 222006 F
to
54 is 2407, yeah. That's the one we thought it was.
Come around on the other side of the node, Jake. Where is Herc? Atalanta somewhere. What's your tether turn status? I can go either way.
Go for zoom again.
Copy.
Want the barcode?
No, it's
Yeah,
okay.
okay. I think
Yeah,
I
let
can.
me just scan it.
Okay. I can go a bit farther in. Do you want me to?
That's all right.
No,
Okay.
we don't. Yeah, we don't need
actually
anything
want
there.
the
We're
barcode.
good.
I know.
All right, come back wide.
Copy.
So, Johan, are you resetting it, or should we try to pick it up?
I'm trying to plug back in the details, but we didn't pick it up on auto discover, which isn't a good sign.
No.
Nope.
All right.
Instead,
Maybe
Jim,
let's go get a hand on it and look at the bottom.
while Johan's poking it, I think we need to. Oh, nice Tinafor. I think we need to come around, walk around the node, get out of the way.
Okay.
Just for it to be
Yep.
sure. Right now, Herc's over it.
Yeah.
There's an octopus on the node between the
Yeah, let's
kind of
see it
wedge
there.
in there.
go around the other side, Jake, and look at the octopus.
Yeah.
I was trying to ID it, and I think it is a
I'll jump in there for a while if you want out.
Granulodon boreopacifica, at least from
Get
this
to fly
angle.
the octopus. Get to look at the octopus. Yeah.
Yeah. Can I zoom on it, or not yet?
It's really wedged in there.
312. Yeah.
Our pilots are just swapping spots so that we can do a bit of a zoom on the octopus.
Yay.
There's a sea pig off to the side when we were picking up the beacon.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Hey, AJ, we have a comment asking what the node is, what this yellow structure is. Do you think you can give a 2-sentence or a short explanation?
Yeah. I'm just, yeah. Maybe in a minute here.
Sure,
I'm just
of course.
watching what Johan's doing. So we see 2509 and 250.
250, sorry,
2405
and 2409.
Yeah, shoot. So it's not a good sign for this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the nodes are kind of our medium voltage converters and communication distribution for that branch us from our backbone cable, which is our medium voltage 10,000 volt fiber optic cable, which serves as our Neptune backbone
Go ahead.
ring, which is sort of like the main cable that runs ashore. We have 5 nodes on it currently that branch us into sort of our 5 scientific regions. This is our Cascadia Basin node. So what happens is the backbone cable enters the node here, or actually I guess like a spur cable coming off of the backbone cable enters the node, where the voltage is stepped down from 10,000 volts to 400 volts. And there's some networking equipment inside that help us branch our
Go wide there,
communications.
video.
And then we pass that through another cable to our IPs, as we call them, or our junction boxes, which host the individual instruments themselves. So what we're doing, the big picture goal for this operation is preparing the site for a cable lay, which will provide another cable for us from this node to one of our existing instrument platforms. And the way that the nodes work is that they have these large pressure vessels inside. There's a trawl-resistant frame around the outside, so that's kind of the steel outer structure. And then the inside section has a float pack. So this is syntactic foam on the left that the octopus is sitting on, and steel on the right. So in theory, if we wanted to, we would be able to sort of pull the plug and remove this center section in order to bring our electronics to the surface. We don't typically operate them that way. We typically recover the whole structure, but that's kind of what we're looking at. There's the float pack in the frame.
And I do believe that this octopus we are currently looking at is the Granulidine boreopacifica.
Wow, that's a mouthful.
It is. It doesn't look like it has a common name, though. Whenever we see this guy, I've always just referred to it as a deep sea octopus.
Looks like it's got goosebumps.
Yeah.
It's cold down there.
Any luck, Johan?
No luck with this newly added beacon, so.
Shoot. Okay. I think we should go pick it up, see if it's on, shake it, see if we can bring it to life. And if not, we'll just leave it and continue on. I think we'd rather the beacon at the anchor landing location be the one that works. So I think we would just leave this one here and hope that it comes to life later. But first things first, maybe we can go pick it up.
Roger. Okay, go wide, please.
Thank you for the pause on the octopus, team.
Nice piloting, too.
Earlier, I saw a sea pig near the beacon, but I don't know if it's still there.
I see one. Is that it right there?
Oh, yes. Good eyes. So there's a sea pig right on the bottom of the node there.
Right by the rope.
And the white part on the node is the doors to access the inside, right, AJ?
The white part?
Yeah, there's like the white metal on the front of the node. Those are the doors?
I don't know.
Okay, that's okay.
I don't know if there are doors. Hey Dan, who's going to work the arm for you?
I'll pick it up.
Are you doing it all?
Do you want me to come fly Herc?
Sure. You can come work the arm. Can't mess it up any more than I just did.
AJ, do we have any other beacons on board?
Like to send another? Maybe Jeb, can you check? Thanks.
If we were worried, yeah.
Yeah. Boink.
Computer's not doing a very good job of playing Herc.
The sea pig's on the move. Kind of. I think it got knocked over, actually.
Oh yeah, the sea pig's motoring as
Right?
much as a sea pig can motor.
Just chugging along.
If the beacon doesn't work, will we be bringing it back to find out why it failed?
Yeah. Yeah, we'd bring it to the surface and try to troubleshoot it. It's hard. We don't really have a transponder at the surface that allows us to test these very well. But we found them to be quite reliable, so I'm surprised.
You mentioned that we were deploying 2 at the beginning and 2 at the end, and the 2 beacons are for redundancy, right? If one fails, we still have the second one?
Yeah, and also to give kind of goalposts for the cable ship, like give them a start and an end point on their runway. But they don't have that much control, so it's really just more for, I don't know, like comfort or like help them visually assess the situation. It's not absolutely necessary. So Dan, whenever you're ready, we can maybe zoom in from here to see this switch position.
I'm ready. You can zoom in.
Copy. How far do you want me to go?
All the way.
All the way. And it looks like it's on. Definitely on.
Is that a definite on? I can't tell.
Yeah, well, so the O, if this was pointing at the O, it would be off.
Right.
And that's, you can sort of make out the line.
Roger.
For anyone that's just tuning in to the live stream, we are currently at Cascadia Basin, which is 2,666 meters below the surface of the ocean, and we are diving at our node here to deploy beacons.
What do you want? Sorry. What do you want me to do with this?
I think, yeah, we'll put it back in the mud where it was, and I don't know.
Roger.
We'll just cross our fingers for a while. We'll continue on with the operation. We'll see if Jeb can come up with another one, and if we have more time, then we can always send another one down on a package. But I think getting the anchor one installed is most important. And we can take a position of it. I guess we won't get the position from the beacon itself, but we can take one from Hercules' USBL.
Yeah.
We're just doing some prep work for laying a new cable at this site. This is going to be a long dive.
Operator
Boing.
error.
AJ, is it worth potentially grabbing the anchor beacon and using that to make these positional marks? And then
I don't think that gets us anything.
That's right,
that
yeah, because then they won't be able to ping.
Doesn't.
Copy. Yes, yeah.
It's one of the gotchas of the craft. I pressed the wrong button here, and the wrist went into from rate control to position control, and it thought it should be in a different position than I did. So it spun the beacon rapidly.
That's perfect. And yeah, Johan, if you can give us a position on that.
Copy.
Is that it up on the screen? 'Cause
Yeah.
for a change, I've got to take one down.
Oh, do I
4, 2, 3, 1, 2, 0, 3. 2, 3, 1, 2, 0, 3. Oh, thanks, staff. 1, 2, 6.
What is the thing on the porch? Is that our flag we're supposed to deploy?
Yeah. It's the reamer.
Is that at this end?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's the actual mark, 70 meters away or something, isn't it?
That's going to be the one that they can land on. Okay. Beacon details established. So once we're happy here, which I think we all are, we're going to establish the mud-mat landing location. So have nav provide the proposed angle between the node and temporary mud-mat landing zone from high pack. Have the ROV take that angle until approximately 34 meters away from the node corner. So we discussed that already. That's a bearing of 280. Please confirm.
Yeah.
You want me, say that again, you want me 34 meters away from the node at a bearing of 280?
Yeah, can I come fly this?
What's that?
Can I come fly?
Sure.
Awesome.
got that position, Johan?
What was that?
I was just saying I got it.
Okay, great.
Keeping it up for me.
Thanks.
Thank
Our
you.
watch leader, AJ, is swapping in to fly the ROV.
Wow.
Should we be scared?
Should be really scared.
All right.
What's your credentials for this, AJ?
AJ, I got one piece of advice for you. Drive it like you stole it.
All right. That sounds like the way I would roll.
That's the way we roll. You sat up here before?
Once, yeah.
You remember where the buttons are?
What's that?
You remember what buttons are what there?
No.
So the only ones you really need to know are, so the one on the far right that's illuminated green right now, the top right button, that one is stick lock.
Okay.
So currently, whatever command I left with, I hit that button and it holds that command, which you can tell by your little green box up here. So it's 100% down thrust. These guys here.
Oh, okay, yeah, perfect.
So those vectors are, I look at those all the time to see what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Or I see it out of the corner of my eye. So right now the vehicle's sitting on the bottom, and the stick is locked in at 100% down. The other ones, the one I use all the time is the auto heading button, and I think that's the second or third one from
right here.
Yeah. So I click in and out. If I want to change my heading, I turn auto heading off.
Yeah.
And if I want to maintain heading and not be bothered with it for a while, I'll turn auto heading on.
Okay.
The auto altitude and auto depth button right next to that.
Yeah.
One gotcha there is I don't engage that while there's any velocity going up or down, especially down. because if you're coming down and you engage that, the thrusters will kick in full reverse to try and hold that,
Yeah.
and it'll helicopter you out and
Yeah.
trash the viz. So one careful is to watch your velocity coming down and just kind of slow, otherwise you'll land up in the mud where I am now. And then the last one on the left is the auto XY that will kind of
hold your position.
Yeah, relatively. And right now, since we're really light, the way the PID loops are, you saw me trying to hold auto altitude there, and the vehicle was oscillating probably plus or minus a meter. So, and the other ones there are joy gain, which I turned up. You can probably turn that down to maybe 75%, or if you really want to hot dog around up there where it is now.
How do I do that? It just says bias gain enable.
No, so there's two encoders there, the silver knobs.
Okay.
Yeah, if you diddle that one.
So where's that readout?
It's in the top of the blue box here.
Oh yeah, okay. So
Joy
turn
gain.
that down to what, 70 or?
Yeah, I usually fly around 70 when I'm doing normal stuff.
Okay.
And then the last one thing you need to know is the Z bias.
Yeah.
So Jake, when I sat down, had that set around 40 something, which means we're pretty late. I like when I let go of it for it to float up more rapidly, so I turned it down a little to 30%.
Okay.
So what that's doing, that's putting in some thrust down all the time.
Yeah, yeah.
So if you unlock the stick lock right now.
Unlock stick lock.
Yeah. And ROV should just,
float
slowly
away.
Float up. If it doesn't,
I gotta give it more beans.
Well, so
that's what it's telling me right here.
It's thrusting down right now at 18%.
Right.
So if you slowly pull back on the left lever there.
On the depth.
Yeah. So you're not actually thrusting up. You're just thrusting down
removing the bottom thrust.
Yeah.
Still not getting out of the mud though.
Yeah, if you give it a little squirt forward, it should come out.
Forward?
Yeah, that usually breaks it loose. You'll just see it start to move, and
I'm
then
working
it should start to float up. Or you can hold a little forward in, and you'll see it start to move forward. And at that point, in theory, you let go of it, and it should float. Yeah, so now if you just let go, it should just float up pretty as you please.
Oh, it's going quick now. Jeez.
Yeah, so if you want it to not go so quick, you can dial a little more Z bias in. So you turn the left silver knob to your left a little, maybe up to 40. The danger there is if you're coming down too fast, it'll keep going because of that Z bias, and you'll wind up in the mud.
Yeah.
That's why I like it light, because if you're coming down really slow, like if we're doing sciencey stuff, we get the Z bias pretty close to neutral. For doing this kind of stuff, I like to be able to let go of it, and that. So if I have downward velocity and I just let go of the stick, it floats back up.
Yeah.
I find the ROV generally behaves better if I just take my hands off the stick, because it's 6,200 pounds of mass, and if you're not giving it any inputs, it doesn't do anything except float. It doesn't go anywhere, it doesn't fly forward or backwards. It's when I start horsing the controls that I get into trouble.
Yeah. Okay, so I guess we'll take a bearing of 280 and make our way in that direction.
Yeah, the last thing you want to keep an eye on there is your tether wrap, so I always want that plus or minus about half